to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher, and today's going to be kind of weird because I'm going to do something that I'm not very comfortable doing because I don't know how, but we'll see how that works out. So those of you who know me, I have a business and it's on Teacher Pay Teacher, the website that you can sell your resources to other teachers or to, you know, people who need them. But with that said, there's been this trend in the TPT world. That's what we call it, Teacher Pay Teacher, TPT. And the trend is, you know, releasing your income and like kind of telling your journey. And I don't like talking about myself, but we're gonna try it. And so bear with me. There are a lot of things I still don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but just bear with me, all right? So I was supposed to be sitting down while I'm doing this, but my cat decided that, you know what, she wants the spot, even though I cleared everything, got it all ready for me to go. So I have to stand to make the video because sister girl ain't moving. So, you know, it is what it is. So also went to the gym. This is like the second day of spring break. So I'm like feeding myself. I'm getting all ready for the gym. I'm like, oh my God, I can stay longer than I want. And brother hurt himself. So I'm wearing my sleeve to get to where I need to go because I'm going back tomorrow. But with that said, let's just jump into this and see where it goes. And apparently, I started this business in 2017, 2018, more so 2018. I think that's the first bit of information that's available to me on the website. I thought it was 17, but evidently it's 18. So 2018 to 2019. So I'm going to tell you about, and there's some people who I follow on this journey, and they're very organized. They're seemingly, and they, you know, teach me how to do stuff. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I joined some of the, I've purchased some of the courses. I have followed them and their journey and listened to them and kind of followed what they've done. And I've gone to one of the conferences, the most recent one, 2021, last year. I plan to go to the one this year, but not in person, very virtual, in, when is it? July, I think it is. So, you know, I'm trying to jump right in. Before everybody knows, I'm not a fan. I didn't think I would ever get into the business world. I just wanted to do education, that's it. But life has changed, things have changed. In any case, I follow people like Lorianne from It's All Primary, Casey Morris, Becca Davis, Teacher Tech Files, I can't remember her name, Laura Fulton, Laura Randonzo. I used to follow her before I knew she had a TPT store. There's another one, I can't remember her name, but she does a lot of the how to organize your teacher life, your teacherpreneur life. Oh, the Timely Teacherpreneur. So it's like, you know, I follow a lot of them and I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this whole space. And so here it is. In 2018 to 2019, that year, I looked at my data and guess what? I made a whopping $0. I don't know what. I don't even know if I put stuff in the store. I don't know what I would have put because I didn't know what I was doing. So I guess I just uploaded materials that I probably used in my classroom, and there was nothing. There was no TOU, term of use page and all this other stuff. So it was like maybe 1 or 2 pages. And so it paid off. I made nothing, like no money at all. And then 2019, 2020, when we were forced to go into, I was going to say hiding, forced to go home and work because of COVID, I had a little bit more time. So I don't remember what I was watching or doing. And then someone reminded me about TPT. And I'm like, that's something I guess I had. So I try to log in and they're like, I already have an account. I'm like, what? I had an account? So I'm like, okay, let me figure it out. And I played around with it. And so it was amazing to me that I was able to, by the end of that year, I was able to make, wait for it, $26.49. I'm like, whoa, where's this money coming from? And it was still on PayPal, so I even forgot I needed to use PayPal. So I got into that. I'm like, okay, 26 bucks, I'm good. Now this is how much I'm taking home. I earned a little bit more. I think it was $34, and they had to take their share of it. And I walked away with $26. I was balling, man. But you know, it is what it is. And so at that point, when we're still at home, I think it was halfway through the year after spring break, or during spring break rather, we were forced to stay home, and so that I had a little bit more time, so I kind of contributed more time to the process, to my business. Didn't even call it a business then. I was still calling it a side hustle. And watching some videos, they said pay for the premium, do this, do that, do that. It's like, okay, fine, I'll just use my credit card and pay for the premium, even though I wasn't making any money. I literally, and the premium, I don't remember how much, I think it was like $59. So after I paid for it, I literally was in the red. I'm like, how do you do a business like this, Rich? But it is what it is. I did it, and so I started making products. Now, once again, those who know me know that I'm a huge nerd. I like creating lessons and teaching and creating lesson activities. I like, even though it's the same thing we've been doing for years, hey, here's an activity that may be different, or you can try and it might work. And that's the premise of my store. I forgot to mention that. So in 2020 through 2021, became more serious, I became more focused, and I'm like, you know what? Since I could make $26 without even knowing that I was doing anything, I'm going to plan a little bit more and do a little bit more and watch some more YouTube videos and figure out how this works and see what other people did. And I did. I focused. I don't remember how many products I had at the time. I probably have to play around with data some more so I can figure out how it works. But then I realized that at the end of the year, guys, from the $26 I made the prior year, I made $3,614 for the year of 2021 through 2022. I'm like, that blew my mind, because I still don't know what I'm doing completely. I just know I liked creating product. And, you know, I think Becca says it, you know, get to 50 products and do this and do that. And I just paid attention and I did it, and I hustled. $3,000 that first year. And when I hear other people hear their journeys on like YouTube or wherever, I realize that I'm doing well. I'm like, what? Without even trying or thinking too hard. And then I'm not in a niche. Like primary and elementary school teachers seem to, even though there are a lot of them, you can do the little cutesy stuff and get a lot more sales than you would in high school. And that's what I do. High school or middle school resources for English. Everybody does that. Everybody teaches that. So how would I make that much money? But I did. And then even now, so far, 2021 through 2022, we're in March right now. We have one more week of March, 1 week and about 4 days or so. And I am at a whopping $1,938. So literally 3 months of the year, and I've already made that much. And I'm just amazed by it. First of all, I'm humbled by it. Now, some things are probably not as good as they should be. But once again, I'm still playing it by ear and trying to figure it out, which is not a good way to run a business. But and I'm just using the term business now because I'm seeing it taking off, and I'm contributing a lot more time to it, and a lot more energy, a lot more of my resources, and I'm just doing a lot more for it because I love making the products. And I'm going to answer those 7 questions a little bit later because I can't wait to let you know how I feel about some stuff. But in any case, so I was hearing all these people on different videos and whatever that, you know, sometimes they make $70 a month and they're excited and whatever. And I'm like, okay, great. But my average month is about $750. I'm like, wow. For someone who didn't really know what this was and didn't really get into it until late, literally, even though I started, and it's been 3 years, I didn't really start doing anything until maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. So now I'm realizing that this could be something. I will probably not for now get on the level of Casey Morris or Becca Davis or Laura Randazzo, I think her name is. Some people with the huge followings, like Laura has about 58,000 people, seriously, who follow her. on TPT, not even on her social media, but I'm probably not going to get there for now. But just the fact, I'm humbled that I have 151 followers. I literally every month I make about, away from the Decembers and the summers where teachers are literally not buying anything, but away from those months I'm literally making about $750 average per month, and that's a cool thing. I'm doing a lot better than I expected, doing a lot better than others, but it's not a comparison, it's just where my journey has taken me, and I'm just floored by the whole experience. My conversion rate is about 6%. Please let me know down in the comments below if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But I figured out how to find that on my data, and seemingly I think it's a good thing, but I'm not sure. And I've sold 992 items. Now my store has about 636. I literally just finished about a whole product line yesterday, so I added about 6 new things, so it was about 630 when I thought about making this video. So now I have 636 products in it, and I've sold 992 units, and I'm just happy that I'm able to impact students and teachers, help some teachers out with the products that I've sold. Last year, and now I figured out how to compare last year with this year's. So last year I looked at it and I was making $86. I made $86.45 for the whole for 3 months to this point, this day. I made $86. I'm like, okay, not bad for last year. I've made $578.28 compared to last year, 3 months in. So it's like, wow, I'm just so grateful that this is where it is. Okay, would I recommend TPT? Like a resounding heck yes. If you are starting out, whatever your niche is, and don't think that you're stepping on someone's toes, or you're gonna make more money, or you're gonna make less money. Someone will gravitate towards your products, your store, and like what you're offering, and pay you money for it. So go ahead and do your research first, like I had to do, and create products that are from the heart, that you've probably even used in your classroom, because TPT, I believe, is worth it. It's a good thing, especially that we don't have to give the little bit of money that we're making from it. We don't have to give it to these big companies who will make it anyway, and we can get our part of this business world and take it over. It's teachers. It's a good thing. So go out there, become a TPT seller. I think it's worth it. And let me know in the comments down below if you have a store, what you plan to do, what you plan to sell, if you want to start a store, or if you have one, let me know how it's going, because I still need some help. Check you out in the next video. Love you guys.